Hello everybody, happy Monday and welcome to another crafting week. A few bits to go through I think today before I get on to us doing a little bit of crafting for doing a little Easy Makes Monday. Thought I'd sort of give you a bit of an overview of what's coming up, what my intentions are for this week or so, and yeah, I think we'll start with the edgings. Right, if you've been here a while, you will remember us doing this cover. We did the slow stitch cover, didn't we, together? And then I did the start of the series was having fun with edgings in your journal, looking at different edgings and what have you. And we finished this one off together with all the different edgings in it. And I was asked if I could do another one. So I have done. I've put another, because if you remember I did too much. There was far too much just to go in one journal. So there were two other signatures, enough to make two other signatures. So I have done, so this is it, and I'll just tied it up with some fabric here. And I thought then we could do a few more bits and bobs and do some working in here and do some extra edgings in here. Now some of these were, you know, they were already done. I've done this Midori style so that we can slot different pages in and out or whatever. So I thought, you know, in the coming weeks we will, every now and again, I will jump on camera and we'll do a little bit of working this on edgings. So with that in mind, I have done I've done some edgings which they're not going to go in here because I've done really some mini edgings, but I've done a lot of papers with my scraps, and some of them will have a, you know, just all sorts of papers, and I've done some stitching down with the machine. And if I've got any spare, then they can go in here, can't they? So just to let you know that that is happening, because it had been requested for me to do another one. So that is that. We had so much fun, didn't we, doing the cover of this one? So much fun, even, you know, that was from the pick jar, I think, weren't it? Okay, so I just wanted to talk about my design team project for this month from Tracie Fox Creative. I'm excited, very excited about this one, because I'm going to do some itsy bitsies. Let me move that because I need that for now. I'm going to do some mini. Now this isn't it, this is a mini that I made in the past. So what I thought we would do on Thursday is I'm going to do two. I've sort of cut the card out, so I'll give you the measurements and we'll go through making the covers. And I've printed off Tracie's latest kit. Let me get to it, which is this fabulous floral flourishes. That takes some saying, but I've done it in mini. I've made everything small. Everything's small. I mean, it's a fabulous kit, and it's the one that she's using for her 5-tag challenge for February. So go and take a look at that. She's making 5 of the massive tags, because some of these are really large in the actual kit as it's bought. But I decided that I'd make a couple of mini journals with it, and because also Compendium is a good one that I said I wanted to work with, and the Mega Mix and Match would go nice. They all mix and match together. So then I went and found other things that were on the small side, that would go into this journal. So we've got a bit of collection here. So the quirky animal tea cards, how cute are those little ones? So they will be nice in it. And I also found, these were all ones that I've had a while myself before I was even on the team. Botanical labels, thought they'd be nice, individual, going really cute in there. And also, these may be a bit big, but I don't know. They might actually make a nice pocket. We've got plenty of pockets though in the flourishes and in Mix and Match. God. Oh, it's all these ends. But you know, how cute would they be as a pocket in a mini journal? So I've got those. That's butterfly postage. When I come to do the thing proper, I will go for what kits I've used. I've got this this is the faux tea cards and attic papers, some freebies from in the past, and I'm going to have a play with those. So I am really looking forward to that. Completely different to the project that I did last month when I did the pretty houses. So this is what we're going to be making, and having a play with all these lovely images of Tracie's that itsy bitsies. So that's going to be fun. I'm really looking forward to that. I spent yesterday doing a lot of cutting and bitting and bobbing for it, and sort of cutting out all the little bits here. I've gone through my stash. I've got some little button tabs there that I've got in my stash. I've done a bit of sewing on some little tabs there of some thick fabric, and then I did some small edgings, which is what all these are, with some of the scraps from Compendium and Mix and Match, together with some jelly roll printing that I've done, that I've just got in my stash, because I thought the colours went nicely. So I went ahead and made a load of these as well, which will look really cute down the edge of the mini journals. I think I'm making 2 mini journals. So that's what I was sort of having a play with yesterday. So we have got all these. It's going to be far too many there for 2. I even did these, which I thought, I got my multicoloured cottons out of my machine, and don't they look gorgeous, the multicolour? Really love those. So play about with your machine, you know, have a play with it, do it on different settings, use different coloured threads, and these are going to be great. They can either be tag toppers or tabs. So there's loads there, but I like to have these sorts of things on hand for any of the journals I'm making. But yeah, use the bits out of this kit, the kits. I'm just going to put them inside there so they don't all go flying everywhere. So that is what I'm doing. We're going to be doing on Thursday, so that'll be fun. Tomorrow we're going to be carrying on with our slow stitch project with the buttons, and Wednesday I'm going to do my background for my Roxy's Journal of Stitchery. I'm going to do my background, and I'm going to do another stitch experiment with some of the wools that I've got in my stash. So lots of fun stuff coming up. So if you're not already subscribed, please do so. It'd be a big help. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a full-on crafting week this week, but I'm hoping we're going to have lots of fun. So today, just a quick little project today, Easy Makes Monday. I tried to make these, you know, pretty simple. And I wanted to do these. Let's see, I've got some more of the Flourish kit there. They're so gorgeous in the minis. I wanted to do some labels, especially for my design team project. So I printed out a couple. These are the plain and simple labels from LoveJunkJournals, and honestly the lovely Tracie Fox. And I had a bit of a play with it yesterday, and I thought we'd do a bit more stamping today. Now, this isn't my own idea. This is one of the Roxy's weekly challenges from 2021, last year, from Rachel, where she got some round labels and was doing just random stamping and then cutting them out, and they look really effective in projects. So I did that yesterday with some of the, I've got a few that I got off Amazon. I'm not overly impressed with them, but they're very solid. The wood is solid. They're all right for perhaps in your planner if you just want to do a quick, you know, time, date stamp, that sort of thing, because they're not all that deep, and you spend half the time, you know, wiping, you know, when they're, you'll know your stamps aren't the quality, because if you don't get the depth, you end up with ink all over the edges and it makes a mess on your paper. Some I left because I thought that'd be okay, but they're all right for what they were. So that's those. So I thought we'd do a bit of stamping on another page. Sometimes it's, if you're like me, I think whatever I'm going to do with the plain labels, we all love labels, we all love a Tracie label, and I've got some beautiful ones actually that I've just bought from Nikki Adegun's Etsy shop, which are like a burlap finish, so it's got a lovely texture look to the labels, and they're really nice. So have a look at them, because I've treated myself to them. You can't have too many labels, can you? The other thing that I had to play with yesterday was some of these edgings that I'd sewn. I've done some stamping on those, and I thought they gave a different dimension to your edging. Look at that with the circles on. So I have got a few. I saved a few pieces for us to do today. See a couple of edgings with some stamping on there. And then I sorted out a few tabs. I always like to punch these out and have a few on hand, but I thought there were some of these were a little bit, wanted a little bit of something, bit of zhuzhing up. So I've got a few of those that we can do a bit of stamp on as well. I've got my little box out here of my little stamps. I've got a couple of little stamps there. I have a little, is that my bee? Yeah, I've got a little buzzy bee there. And thank you, baby. And then I've got all these little, oh look, I've forgotten I got that. That's a nice itsy bitsy. We can have a play with some of these little edging rubber stamps that I've got. Yeah, I want that one, but the stamp's disappeared off it. Where's it gone? That's why I keep them in this little plastic. I've got a little butterfly there. There it is. That will do it. That will do. And I think I've got a little, yeah, I've got a little stamp there. I've got this, I got this the other day, I showed it you, this VersaFine Claire in the lovely Monarch purple, which we're going to use. It'll go nice with the pinks and reds in Tracie's Flourish kit. So let's have a play with these. We'll put a couple of bees on first, shall we? I haven't had a chance to ask if you've had a good weekend now. Shut up, have I yet? Gassing on, as I say. Ah, cute. There we go. Right, let's put this on our board. I got these from the range and they are very good. These stamp up nicely actually. So I'm just going to do some random stamping. Now I'll do it proper way, Catherine, instead of trying to do it easy. Okay. All down my leg now, that. Okay, that's that one. We'll put this one on, which is a bit of ink splatter. I'm looking forward to seeing what this looks like when it's cut up. I'm not thinking about it. I'm just doing, you know, just a bit of random stamping. That's that one. We've got our little butterfly. Now the other thing you can do with these rubber stamps, I don't know if you know, that if you have trouble making them stick, you can put a little bit of your glue stick on. Because it does, you know, put it in water, then the glue stick will come off. If it gets stuck, it will do that. And it stops it falling off. So now I'm getting, you can tell it's juicy, isn't it? See how it's got a bit of, but I don't mind that. I should have brought my wet wipe, shouldn't I? Okay, that's that one. Oh, that's Nelson gone out. Somebody must be on the back field if he's woofing like that. David?
Yes?
Can you bring me some wet wipes, please, darling?
As if by magic.
Did you hear me? Thank you.
Yes.
I'm getting in it's a new pattern, so it's very...
moist.
It is. Okay then. Right. And then we've got this. We'll put some little kisses on. Okay, and then I'm just going to use this round one, look, can you see? You end up having to clean it off. Okay, so right, now I'm going to fold some of these ready so we know where we're stamping, and if we imagine that's on our page then, so we want our little buddy bee, he's going against the norms of nature, and he's turned purple. Okay, we'll do him a bit of stamping on here. There we go. And then I'm just going to just lightly stamp. Do that on the back. So they're easy little projects you can do. These little stamping projects, you know, you can just do them. It's like a bit like mass making. It's like, you know, when Tina from Shabbydabbydoodah does mass making. You just, while you've got your inks out and you've got your stamps out, you can have a play. Okay then, I think that will do us. I'm going to cut them out now and see how some of them labels are looking. I'll clean them up in a minute. Let's have another drink. So, you know, these, it gives them, I think it looks nice for, you know, something a bit different down the edge of your page. They will look really different in your journal. And then some of these tabs sticking out will look cool. So we've got those. And let's have a look at our, it should be dry now. We'll cut a few of these out and have a look. It's a bit fun. It's because, you know, if you're not really considering where you're placing them, you know, sometimes you want it, you're doing placement stamping and you want it to be more exacting, but part of the fun with these is the randomness of it. So cut a few of these out and see how they look. So I thought it was you know, just to give you a suggestion, and as I say, it's not my idea to do these labels like this. It was one of Rachel's challenges. But then I thought, well, I'm going to do a little bit of stamping on some of my edgings, and I'll be able to put them. I'll be able to put them in that edging journal, the second one that I'm doing that I've just shown you. So that's those, like those. Let's just try a couple of these that I did yesterday and see how these look. I've got that many sets of labels now. Computer's overrun with labels I bought. That every time anybody brings a new label out. The main ones though are Tracie. You know, we all call them Tracie labels now because, you know, I think she started the whole thing off as far as I know. And then Rachel at Roxy Creations does nice labels. Nikki Adegun does nice labels. Tina at Shabbydabbydoodah. And generally speaking, most people that do kits put some label of some description on. And they just finish, you know, finish a card off, or if there's a little space and you think, what can I do there? You can do that. Now you see that is just around the edge, but you know, you don't need to throw it away. That will make a label on its own. I did a few with the number stamps yesterday, which you can see. Let's just do another. Let's have a look at these up here where we've done a bit of flower. Lovely. That's gorgeous. If you do it randomly, you see, like that one, you just get a hint of a flower on the corner of that one. Doesn't all have to be uniform and matchy-matchy. Okay, let's just get rid of these bits. Have a look what we've got on here. Oops, it's dropped on the floor. Love it. And of course you get different effects. You know, I've just used the purple ink only here, but I mean you could use all your different coloured ones. I'm loving these with the flowers on. Love that. And then you've got your edgings. So there we go. There's our little Easy Makes Monday. You know, do a couple of hours. It's surprising how many, you know, you get done in a couple of hours. Leave them as is until you want to cut them off individually for a project, or cut them out like that, have them in a little box like I've got my other labels in here. Keep my other labels in there, so we've got a little container, and they're there ready for any project you're doing. So I've enjoyed that. So I hope it's given you a few ideas what to do with your plain labels. And obviously if you haven't got a label kit, you know, you cut your own labels, you make your own labels. I've got a stamp that does labels as well, that you stamp it and it gives you the outlines, and then you can put whatever you want in the middle. So thank you so much for joining me. I hope you can tell by the little chat we've had of some exciting things that I've got coming up this week. And I'd be so pleased to have your company. So thanks for joining me today, and take care out there. Bye for now.